Hey guys, it's Stephanie and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video where I test out 3 popular sponsored products. So I'm going to be talking about the Billie Razors Liquid IV and Home Chef. So I tried all 3 of these products throughout the past couple of weeks. I have some clips of me trying the Liquid IV and the Home Chef. I didn't take any clips of me trying the razor, but I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on all 3 of the products. So starting off with the Billie razor, because I didn't take any clips of it, I'll just kind of go over what it is, how I found it, and then my thoughts for you guys. So this one I hear a bunch of different podcasts talk about specifically. So I've heard Girls Gotta Eat talk about it. I think Gals on the Go has talked about it before too. I've seen Nurse Clara talk about it on Instagram, even though she was not sponsored by it. So I was just really intrigued by it. And my razor that I was just using Random Venus one. I had just run out of blades for it. So it was either I buy more blades for that one, which was like $30 for 5 or 6 blades, or I can buy the Billie razor and finally try it out, and it is $9 for the razor, the holder, and then an extra head. And then you can do a subscription service where you get sent 3 new heads every month, every 2 months, or every 3 months for another $9. Free shipping all the time. So I signed up for the 3-month subscription when I first bought the razor because I wasn't sure if I was going to like it, and I will be continuing with the 3-month subscription. So just a little bit about the Billie razor if you're like, what even is this, if you haven't heard about it before. I'm going to read off of their website that I have pulled up kind of the important parts about this. So there are 5 blades in the razor. I got the Dream Pop color if you guys are curious. The blades are rust-free and precision sharpened. There is a charcoal shave soap around the edge of it, and it comes with a magnetic holder in the shower, which I do have on my shower wall. And then it's rubber on the inside, like this pink part is rubber, so it is really easy to grip in the shower and it's not slipping all around and you don't drop it in the shower. So those are kind of the big points of it. Yeah, so that's basically a little bit about the Billie razor. So now that I've been swinging it around for a few minutes, let me just kind of tell you my thoughts on it. So compared to my other razor, which like I mentioned is pretty expensive, I really liked this one. I thought it was pretty comparable to the other razor that I used. I don't think it's like this revolutionary, oh my god, this is the best razor I've ever used kind of thing, because I just don't think that's the case. But I do really like it, and like I mentioned, I will continue to keep buying the blades for it. Something that I really want to point out is I get really bad razor burn on my underarms when I shave, especially with my old razor. This does not give me any razor burn under my arms, and I don't need to use shaving cream for my arms. I've tried it on my legs both with shaving cream, because I do have a shaving cream that I like using. It's not the Billie shaving cream, and I've tried it without shaving cream, and I definitely do prefer it with shaving cream. I think I get a better shave with shaving cream, even though it has the charcoal bar around it. I do still like it better with actual shaving cream, but like I said, I've used it without and I've gotten a perfectly good shave. I do agree with the fact that you have to change these blades every month, which is why they have the subscription service, whereas I felt like my old razor, I could maybe go a little bit longer with it without having to change the blade. I've used this like 5 times now on my arms and my legs, and it's definitely starting to get dull, and I definitely will need to change the blade probably before the next time I use it. But like I said, the blades are only $3, so you really can't beat it because it's free shipping, and then you just know when you get the blades that it's time to change one out. So overall, I really do like it. I think for $9 and free shipping, you really can't beat it. It does give you a really good shave and very comparable and on par to razors I've used in the past. Okay, so right now I'm going to be trying out Liquid IV. I bought the multiple flavor variety pack, I think it was called. So it came with 24 total mixes, 3 different flavors. I got, which one is this? Passion fruit, acai berry, and lemon lime. I'm going to be trying passion fruit today. I'm gonna do a little clip of me trying all the flavors that I got, so don't worry in case you're curious about a specific flavor. I have ice in my cup right now because I need everything to be incredibly cold. This cup is a really cute personalized Starbucks cup. I got it off of Etsy. I will link the shop that I got it from down below. She was so kind, made this entirely custom for me, and I will definitely be buying another one soon. And so basically the idea with these, if you're unfamiliar, is one of these packets in 16 ounces of water is supposed to equal the hydration of 3 water bottles. Plus there's other like electrolytes and vitamins and stuff in here as well. So I just got back from an 8-mile walk in the 80-degree heat. We were gone for quite a while, and I didn't bring my water bottle, so I am probably very dehydrated right now. I showered, of course, after my walk. So this will really be a good test of if these really do hydrate well. I mostly got them because I'm curious to try them after workouts or for days when I have migraines or honestly hangovers, because that's what I've heard them marketed for, but we will see. You can have multiple servings of these per day, it says. Non-GMO, vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free, no preservatives, artificial flavors, sweeteners, or colors. So yeah, and it has 11 grams of sugar per stick. So yeah, if you guys are curious, that's kind of a little bit about it based on what it has on the box. So I measured out exactly 16 ounces of water. Since I did put ice in my cup, I just wanted to make sure that I'm doing the correct proportions, since this cup is technically a 24-ounce cup. And let me get my straw. All right, and like I said, I'm trying out passion fruit today. Definitely smells exactly like passion fruit. And it's just a plain like white powder. I'll tilt the camera down so you guys can see. Okay, so you literally can't even see the powder that I poured in, so we're just gonna mix it all up. I don't even think you can see it down at the bottom. It dissolved pretty quickly already. All right, so let's do a little taste test. Yum. Yeah, I purposely tried this one first because I thought it would be my favorite flavor. But yeah, this is really, really good. And I totally, like, this is easy to drink for me because it tastes good. Not that I don't drink water, but if these tasted bad, I would be way less likely to drink them, of course. And since they do provide so much hydration, I would much rather drink something that tastes good. So I feel like I would definitely buy this flavor again. I'm not sure, obviously, without tasting the other ones. I would assume lemon lime would be my least favorite. But yeah, this was actually really good. All right, so today we're gonna be trying the lemon lime flavor. Like I said, I did get a variety pack of the 3 flavors, so I'm just gonna kind of film my thoughts, my reaction to each flavor. Oh definitely smells very citrusy. I'm not gonna lie, I really thought that the lemon lime would be my least favorite just from like personal preference, but this is really good. Definitely, you know, more on the sour side, of course, but 2 thumbs up for this one. Okay, so I just poured in the acai berry flavor. You can see it down here at the bottom. So I'm just going to mix it all up and then taste the last flavor. Honestly, guys, this might be my favorite of all 3. And I really thought the passion fruit was going to be my favorite, and it definitely was good. But this one is really good. Yeah. Okay, so my final review on the Liquid IV. You guys have already seen the clips of me trying out all the flavors and kind of giving my initial thoughts, but now I've been using this for like 3 weeks, maybe a whole month by this point, and I've tried all the flavors. I've been using it separate from those 3 clips that I showed you, and so I feel like I have a pretty good feel for the product. So basically, like I talked about in those clips, the lemon lime is definitely my least favorite flavor out of the 3. And then I like the acai berry one the most. So if I were to repurchase, which honestly I probably will repurchase these also, I would definitely repurchase the acai berry flavor and skip out on the lemon lime. So with that being said, I did have a migraine one day and I did drink one of the Liquid IVs. And did it cure my migraine? No. But do I feel like I recovered a little bit faster because I was able to get a lot of extra hydration into my body? Yes. So I do feel like they hydrate you more than a glass of water for sure, but same kind of thing. I didn't notice like drastic, super crazy differences in my overall hydration, but I will definitely continue to use these throughout the summer as I go out for long walks or runs when I really am losing a lot of, you know, fluid through sweat and whatever. And I do think these really are great for recovery purposes. However, I don't feel like this is something I'm gonna drink every single day and treat it like part of my routine. I don't feel like they do enough for me on a day-to-day basis to put them into my daily routine. Because I do feel like they help when you need them, but not for every day. Okay, so I am here with another segment of this video. I have my first Home Chef box. I've seen this sponsored by, or so many people have been sponsored by Home Chef that I watch. Sean and Andrew East, Casey Holmes. Those are the 2 that I think of off the top of my head. But basically, I did a promo where you get $35 off of your first box. Then I got 3 meals, each with 2 servings. So this is gonna last me ideally 6 servings at least, so 6 meals. And I ended up only paying $26 for it with the coupon that I had. So that's already a win in my book. I will show you the 3 recipes that I got. So I got creamy mushroom and kale tortellini, salmon tacos, and then steak with chimichurri butter, asparagus, and garlic biscuits. It all comes wrapped with all these ice packs and everything, which are still completely solid. And then of course all of these are cold as well. So this one is for the tortellini. This is the steak
and chimichurri butter one. This is the salmon tacos that has all the way down at the bottom is my steak and my salmon. So they made sure they stayed extra cold by burying them under some extra ice packs. Also in the bottom of the box, they sent me a binder to put all the recipes in since they are all 3-hole punched. So a little bit about Home Chef if you guys don't know anything about it. Basically, you go onto their website for the week that you want your box to be delivered. They have their menu or their list of recipes that they're sending out that week, and then you pick however many of those recipes you want to be sent. So like I said, I did 3 meals, each with 2 servings. You can do ones with 2 servings or for 4 servings if you are a full family. So yeah, once you pick your recipes, you can choose your delivery date, and then like I showed you, it comes fully packaged in all that ice on the day of delivery. And then you can do a weekly or a monthly subscription. You can skip weeks or months if you don't like the recipes or if you just don't want it for the week. And basically my understanding is all of the recipes are roughly $8 to $9 a serving, and they take between 20 and 45 minutes to cook, just based on the 3 recipes that I got this week at least. So those are kind of the general points about Home Chef if you are not familiar. I also just want to add in here that since I did sign up for a subscription for Home Chef, I now have a referral code. So if you guys are interested in trying it for yourself and getting $35 off your first box, just like I did, I will leave my referral link down in the description box. Like I mentioned, I am not at all sponsored by any of these products myself. This is just my personal referral code that I got for trying it. Okay, so I am making the salmon today, the salmon tacos. I have my oven preheated to 450, just like the instructions say. My pan is heating up for my salmon, and I have all the stuff chopped and ready to go for the salsa. So far, so good. All that's left really is to cook the salmon. Okay, so I cooked the salmon in the pan, put it in the oven, and now it is just resting here. I cut it in half just to make sure it was done. I have my tortillas warming in the oven, and back to this salsa for a second. Instead of just using salt and pepper, I used some of the chili lime seasoning that I had just to make it a little spicier. And since there's lime juice already in this, I thought that could be a nice little touch. But once the tortillas come out of the oven, I will show you guys the finished product. All right, so this is the final product. It really was super easy to make. All the stuff was, portioned great and everything. So yeah, this was the salmon tacos. Okay, so tonight we are making the steak with chimichurri butter, asparagus, and garlic cheddar biscuits. Just like with the salmon, I kind of prepped everything to show you guys so you don't have to watch me cut everything up. So I have my asparagus over here. My butter is softening out on the counter. And then I have my steak that I just patted dry that's gonna go in a pan in a second. And then I made the biscuits as instructed, and they're gonna go in the oven for a few minutes while I cook the steak. Okay, so the biscuits went in for a little bit. I seared the steak, I seasoned the asparagus, and now all of this is gonna go back into the oven for a few more minutes just to finish cooking everything off. Also, I mixed up the butter and the chimichurri seasoning, so that is all ready to go when the steaks are done. Okay, so this is the final product. To be honest with you, I don't know if I'm gonna eat this whole steak right now. I might have to save some of it, but then I just get an extra serving out of it, which totally works for me anyway. I will say the steak is a little more done than I would usually order it at a restaurant, for example. So for next time I make a steak, I'll know not to sear it as long in the pan. Okay, So today we're doing the kale and mushroom tortellini. I have the kale and the mushrooms in the pan. I already boiled the tortellini, figured that all was very self-explanatory and you didn't need to actually see me do it. But now I'm getting ready to make the sauce. So I just wanted to kind of show you guys this far, and then I will show you once I have the sauce made. Okay, so I have everything but the Parmesan cheese in my sauce. I will say the reason why I didn't really film any clips of this is because it was all very quick. You know, this was the quickest of the three, I think it was supposed to be. So it was just chopping up the mushrooms and the kale, putting them in a pan, boiling the pasta, and then making the sauce. So yeah, just gonna add the Parmesan and then I will show you the finished product. All right, so this is the finished product. So since this is the last of the three meals, my final thoughts will be coming up right now.
Last but not least, my home chef meals. I put in clips of me making each of these recipes. They all were super easy. They all were pretty good. I have one general complaint, I guess, if you could even call it that, about the recipes, and I feel like they are very garlic heavy. I followed all of these recipes exactly because I wanted to give you guys a legit review. So I used the full amount of garlic in all of them, and I feel like it was a lot of garlic. I would probably use half of the amount of garlic, which then is kind of disappointing because then I feel like I'm wasting it, and I don't know, it's like a whole kind of internal struggle. So just in terms of ease, I'll kind of rank the three meals in terms of which was the easiest. So the pasta with the kale and the mushrooms, that was definitely the easiest recipe, which I'm sure doesn't come as much of a surprise. The salmon tacos were definitely the second easiest. And then the steak, of course, I felt was the most complicated because you had the steak, the asparagus, and the biscuits all to make. And I'm just like a basic everyday kind of cook. I'm not a professional or anything like that, and I found them all very doable. In terms of which one I liked the best, I actually think that I liked the salmon tacos the best, which is kind of surprising because I thought that that would be my least favorite out of the three, but the pasta with the kale and the mushrooms was actually my least favorite because of just how much garlic was in the sauce. It was just way too much for me. I did really enjoy all three of these recipes, and I did get 3 full servings out of each of them rather than just the 2 they advertise. Keep in mind, I'm a tiny person. I don't eat that much at each meal. So I would say for the average person, it is probably 2 servings. But like I said, I got 3 full servings out of each meal. So for my whole box, I got 9 meals out of it, which is really great considering I only paid $26. However, it's not usually $26, of course, it's like $50. And that's kind of expensive for every single week for me when I only spend between $50 and $75 at the grocery store for a whole week's worth of meals, so breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So this is definitely not something that I could feasibly do week to week to week. If I had another $35 off coupon, I totally would. But it is something that I would consider doing again in the future if I found 3 more recipes that I really liked. All of them required no more than 2 pans or 2 baking sheets. So it really was very quick, very easy cleanup. So really great for weeknight meals, especially if you're in a hurry. But I don't know that this is something I could feasibly do every week, and I might not even do it every month. So just to recap and kind of tie it all together, I would buy the Billy Razor again, and I'm going to continue to buy the razor heads and use this as my razor. I would definitely buy Liquid IV again, not for everyday use, but I would totally buy another box of the acai berry flavor. And Home Chef is kind of up in the air. I think I mentioned it earlier in the video, but I do want to try other meal boxes and kind of compare them to each other. So maybe I would like a different meal kit better. But out of the 3, Home Chef is the one that I'm least likely to buy or use again. I just wanted to give you guys my honest thoughts about all of these things. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave me a comment down below with what you want me to try next. I kind of want to make this video into a series if I can, even if each video isn't necessarily 3 individual products. So definitely leave me a comment down below of what I should try next. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!